Okay, Eric.
Thanks, Patrick. Hey, how are you? We're going to start the questions up with Keith Pompey.
Doc, it just seems like your starters in the first half, their performance kind of killed y'all.
Yeah, it did. I mean, you give up 40 points. I think they were shooting 72% for most of the first half, or first quarter at least. You can make a case the game was pretty much decided. You know, we fought. It's funny, Keith. In that first half, we had like 9 times where we cut it to 9 or 10 and had the ball, and would turn it over or something. We didn't have a lot of pop. And Tobias, you can see, was rusty. Just needed to go, and that's why we put him back in and just give him some rhythm. Same thing with Seth. I thought he got it going a little bit. So, I just didn't like the defense, obviously. They end up shooting 55%. That's the back-to-back games for us where we've shot over 50 and lost. That's for us is unheard of, but it's happened twice. Doesn't matter who's in or out. We gotta defend better.
And you look at Joel, he kind of, he was out for 10 days. He's playing a lot of games now. Did he just seem fatigued to you today?
I don't know. We were going to watch his minutes tonight anyway, so I don't know. We get it. Everybody seemed fatigued. I don't think it was just Joel. I would love to say Joel. Joel played better than most of our guys tonight. So I just felt like we were late on everything. We were soft tonight defensively. That first quarter, they got every shot they wanted, and we didn't put much resistance up.
Thank you, Doc.
Yeah.
Rich Hoppin.
Hey, Doc, when you have a couple of bigs who are, I would say, slightly more traditional in the
Yeah.
and you want them around the basket, is it tougher to defend a team that legitimately can stretch you out across the
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, any team with a shooting 5 with size, which means you have to be careful not to put a small guy on them. Some teams just go small. That's not hard to guard. But when a big with size can stretch like Lopez, it puts you have to make a decision. I didn't know if we made the right decision on who was guarding whom tonight. It's been difficult because, for a minute you think different guys will play, and so your matchups are different, and then we realize they're not, and so you have to make some changes. But we'll be better Saturday for sure on that. Both Porters and Lopez hurt us, so. And all those times our 5s were guarding them, so we have to adjust to that.
I was going to ask you that. The other question was, so was it a tough decision? I mean, Joel has done decently against Giannis.
Yeah, I love Joel on Giannis, but we played last night, and we're right now we have Tobias just coming back, Seth just coming back. We really felt strong, and we can't have him on Giannis to start the game. We don't want to kill him, and so obviously if that's a playoff game, you have Ben on him or Joel on him, that would be what we would do. That's why I don't get lost in regular season games. There's no way we would have had a different matchup tonight. We played last night. I'm more concerned about getting through the game.
John Clark.
Hey, Doc, do you expect to have Ben back on Saturday?
I don't know. So we'll see, John. Right now, I would say 50-50 at best, and I'm an optimist, but I don't know.
I guess a lot of people are wondering, is the illness more serious than...
No, it's not COVID. Clearly, it's more serious, but not serious where he's going to miss a lot of games, but it's more serious than we hope for because he's still missing games. And we just need him to get well.
David Murphy.
Hey, Doc, are you disappointed at all in the scheduling of this game?
Yeah. I mean, but you saw it. It's funny, David. Right when schedules come out, you look at schedules and then you compare them. And when I saw this home against Phoenix and then Milwaukee, and then I look, what you do immediately, you look to see what Milwaukee's doing. And you're assuming that they're playing a back-to-back. And when you find out they had but 3 days off, you're like, this is a scheduled loss. You know, we're going to have to be superhuman to come in here. And then, you know, what really hurts us, David, on the back end of this, we don't have a lot of time to recover. We play again at 3:30 on Saturday. So,
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
yeah, it's disappointing when I saw it because, you know, to me, what it told me is they didn't think we would be where we would be. That was my first thought. But it is what it is. We got to suck it up, man, and we'll be ready Saturday.
And then, I mean, on a broader note, obviously, you have no idea Ben's going to be missing this game, and a lot of what's happened this year you couldn't predict. But are you disappointed at all that so many of these matchups that kind of, you know, these marquee matchups end up, you know, the way they did tonight with, I mean, you guys just can't. When you take Ben Simmons out of this, away from this team, you're not really seeing Bucks Sixers, you know?
Yeah.
It seems like there's been so many games like that this year.
Yeah, especially there's certain games where certain guys, when they miss, it shows. This was clearly one of those nights where you can pick the one night you need Ben, and it would always be against Milwaukee because it gives us the same versatility that it gives them. But it's been like that all year. It just seems like, man, and there's a lot of games bunched together. These are real injuries we've had. These are not rest things. So, you know, you just got to sit there and take it, but you still got to try to win games, and that's what we're trying to do.
Thanks, man.
Time for two more. First will be Chris Cross.
Hey, Doc. It seems like you guys were getting back into the game in the second half, and then Bobby Portis hit a few threes.
Yeah.
In that second unit with Dwight covering, you know, kind of these like spread fives or whatever, you know, whatever the new wave of center you want to call. Is there any concern there with that going forward, or do you feel like that would just be like a different thing once you have it forward?
Well, it doesn't happen a lot. That's the good news, you know. Having said that, our matchups could have been different, you know. We could have had Dwight on Tucker, and we could have had Mike on Portis. And so you live and you learn.
Thanks, Doc.
Last one will be Howard Eskin.
Doc, I'm not sure if I heard it right, misunderstood it. When you mentioned Ben, did you say something about COVID?
No, yeah, I said it's not. I said it's not COVID.
Oh, okay, it's not, you said it's not COVID.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right, I just want to clarify.
Yeah, because you know, in this day and time, Howard, you actually have to say that. Like, if a guy misses games with illness, you almost have to say he doesn't have COVID. You know, so
Okay.
so we know.
No problem, thank you.
All right, guys, take care.
Thank you, Coach.